can see, our driveway is looking a lot better. Park back here today since we won our yard.
Yeah.
All right. Here we have pulled into the homestead to spend the night here for the first time. It's very exciting. Oh yes. And it couldn't be a more beautiful day. It's unbelievably beautiful. There's our stove that we started curing last night. Probably won't put that in the tent tonight. We won't need it, so I might have it going out here and put a fire in it and cook on it tonight. That would be smart, huh? We've got a beautiful north wind, which is great. Oh yeah. We're gonna sleep in our little wall tent palace tonight. I'm so excited. Jack is hard at work clearing a spot for the temporary throne until we actually build an outhouse. We have picked out a different spot for the actual outhouse, but you know, we need somewhere to sit and think in the morning for a little while, so he's just digging a little hole and he's going to build a little throne. I don't know how else to describe it. Yeah, this is off-grid living, baby. Welcome to my Shangri-La. Get those pesky bugs out of here. Got the killer mosquito net. That's going to be priceless. And of course, the killer view. Wowie. Oh yeah. See, now I just want to sleep for like 2 days. Right here.
Nice.
What are you doing, Jack J?
Resting.
Did you secure the back wall?
I just rolled a couple logs under.
That's good. That's all we need.
Well, hopefully. I don't know if the dogs will be able to squirm in there. Probably not.
No, they're not gonna go after Pooki like that. So our purpose today is to be up here for the night and to get it all secure for bringing Pooki up in a few days. Got to close up underneath the front and the back of the platform to make it less likely that a dog or a bear or a heffalump or a woozle could follow her under there.
Heffalump and woozle, I didn't think about them.
You have to. And plus just stay in here for the night, get our scent in it and get kind of settled in and yeah.
That's easy.
Yeah, well, I'm making beans and sausage for dinner, so we'll definitely get our scent in the tent.
Speaking of which, I should probably go for digging a hole for our morning rituals.
That's right, Jack is going to fashion us a temporary throne since we don't have an outhouse built yet. We bought up a little toilet seat and we're going to see what kind of magic he makes with it.
Fashion something spectacular.
And what a perfect, lovely day. It's going to be a lovely evening. One of the projects for today is to close up the big open spaces in the back and the front of the tent platform so that Pooki will be safe from dogs and things. So Jack has been hard at work on that. And he sawed those 3 stumps and he's looking for a 12-foot board to lay across as a step that just cuts that space in half. so Pooki can get in and out quickly, but the big animals can't. Here comes the board. So this looks a little goofy, I know, because you're thinking, why is the tent stove in the fire pit? Well, we're still curing it. We don't need it in the tent tonight. We're not ready to set it up and move it in there. And we need to burn it outside anyway for a while more. And I'm going to cook on it, because that'll be easier than cooking over open fire in the fire pit. Then later, if we want a fire in the fire pit, we'll just move the tent stove out, let it go out, cool off. So yeah, there is a method to this madness. And Jack has created a lovely step there. Not just a step to get into the tent, easier and more gracefully for us old folks, but it cuts that space, that open space in half, and gives Pooki a better hiding spot. So that's excellent. We're moving really slow because we get to, and we're doing lovely things, making progress, securing Pooki's safety, and I've been sawing up and breaking up some of this old spruce that we felled and making it into firewood. So slow and steady wins the race tonight. Yeah. Now I gotta figure out what to make for dinner out of the very strange assortment of food I brought. I brought potatoes. Didn't have a cutting board, of course, but good old piece of lumber. That works just fine. Gonna have some mashed potatoes and smoked sausage, otherwise known as bangers and mash, kinda. So that we can do. So I'm boiling some water. Got the little flappy thing out so the pot's right on the flames. Yeah, mashed potatoes and sausages. It won't be bad at all. We do what we can with what we've got. We're looking at loons, but we're hearing the grebes. And as I sat there just marinating in that tranquility, it occurred to me that I had never in my entire life sat and looked at that lake from my own space, from my own little spot on this little lake, my own little spot on this great big planet. And the feeling that came over me, I can only describe as the closest thing to inner peace that I have ever experienced. And it was magnificent. It was profoundly glorious. And this is the scene at our first night in our wall tent on our property. And over here, we have the amazing, talented, and handsome lumberjack digging a hole. Oh wow, you've gotten far. Jeez, good job, honey. Just clearing out that spot so fast is amazing. Doesn't feel fast to you. Voila! We promise we won't make you watch us try it out. Good morning.
Morning.
We survived our first night. I do admit I had a few moments of feeling a little bit paranoid because John has been telling us that there's a couple of young radical black bears around that he's had some run-ins with, so I was thinking about it a little bit. I was thinking about this cooler out here, going, maybe you should have put that somewhere else, but all was well. Here we are having our first coffee. First fire in the fire pit. And it's a beautiful morning. Today we're going to put the rain fly up and fashion some kind of little table or bench or something in the tent that we can put a cloth over so Pooki will have an immediate hiding place when we get her up here. So those are our two missions today, and then we're going to head back pretty early because Jack has lessons this afternoon. And it will have been a very successful and wonderful first night. Yay.
Yay.
And after this coffee, we're going to break in the new toilet. And then the excitement really begins.
Stay tuned.
We're not.
Badass, beautiful, wild woman.
More goodies.
Fire starter, cabin builder, boat rower. Excellent food preparer. Amazing singer, songwriter, guitar player.
Did some more scavenging. Some pillowcases and stuff like that. Okay, as our workday continues here, after our first night in our little luxury suite, Jack is hard at work making like a corner table here so that we have something to set things on, put our cook stove or whatever. Then we'll put a cloth on that and Pooki will have a nice hiding spot. We could even do some shelves underneath. And then while he's busy doing that, unbeknownst to him, I have staged the fly, which we need to get on. And I've got the stovepipe holes all worked out and rolled up and everything. And I tied ropes to a very heavy wrench and threw it over the top of the tent. So the fly is sitting here with ropes attached to both sides. And when he's done doing that, all they'll have to do is team up and pull that fly over. But I don't have any clue how to do the tension things, and there's a whole bunch of them, so they must be important. So today we'll get the fly basically on and secure, and we'll go home and learn how to do the tensioners. Yeah, and the weather is going to turn this afternoon, so it'll be good timing. We'll get this stuff done and get out of here. And then we have a gig on Saturday, and then hopefully Sunday will be not too horrible weather-wise. And we will bring Pookaloo and just be here after that. This will be where we stay at night, and the going back and forth will be going to town and back. So that's where we're at. And there's Jack, hard at work. Lumberjack is building a table today. And by the way, the toilet works fabulously. It's like the best place in the world to sit and do your business. Very open air. We are going to put up a little curtain just for a little bit of privacy. Some things are just too intimate to share, and pooping is one of them. Okay, I redesigned our space a little bit. Decided that the too big bed, I should have gotten a double, but I got a queen, needed to go in the corner sideways against the wall to give us extra space, because now that we have this stove basically where it's going to be, and this table shelf thing that Jack built today to give us something to set things on and something for Pooki to hide under, we just needed to move that bed. And we got the rain fly on. We got everything done that we wanted to get done. About to button it up. Of course, we don't have the stove on its fireproof thing yet. We just stuck it in there so it won't get rained on. And when we come back in a few days, we'll make sure we have the fireproof whatever to put it on. And that's about it for this trip. We're about to wrap it up and head on back to town for a day or two. And then hopefully the weather won't be too terribly awful on Sunday and we can relocate with Kitty and all. Oh, Pooki, she has no idea what she's up for next. In for next, I should say, because we don't know if she's up for it. And the clouds are starting to come in, so it feels like the right time to scoot. But it was a wonderful, wonderful stay, our first night. Yeah.